Welcome to Sixes Overdrive, everybody. Man, I'm really missing these babies right now. Oh, I just want to get on and ride. But it's not going to happen. It's still winter outside, and even though it says it's spring in Canada here, we don't always get that luxury of being able to ride in March or April for that matter. So it's going to take a little while. So instead today I thought I would tell you guys, give you some tips on if you're just starting riding. So I want to teach you how you should start to ride, on what you should start to ride, and the kind of safety precautions you should take in riding. And I'll break it down by what type of riding you need to do. So let's get into that after this. Okay guys, welcome back. As promised, we're talking today about your first motorbike. Those who are wanting to learn for the first time and getting a motorbike. And I'm gonna start off right away. Not that a lot of people do this or anything, but the right way to do this, the absolute right way to do this is number one, enroll yourself in a motorcycle training school. Especially this is for people who have never ridden a bike before. No dirt bikes, no anything. Enroll yourself in a driver training school. And that goes for just about anybody. If you've been away from bikes or anything, those schools are great. I know a lot of you are not going to take my advice because they're expensive, right? I think in Canada it's $600 a day. It's not cheap. Now barring that, if you don't want to do that, the next thing you might want to try is buying a used small motorcycle that you can flat foot on the ground. I don't care what you want to, if your buddies are all doing sport bikes or whatever else, that's not the best thing. Neither is buying a Harley right out of the box. Big heavy bikes that you're having trouble touching the ground and they're hard to push around or not for beginner riders. And not only that, but odds are, first little bit in a parking lot, you're going to be dropping your bike quite a bit actually. So my suggestion is to find an already previously owned 300cc or lower bike, and that might just get you started on learning how to ride a motorcycle. That's the best way. And then once you need to move up, sell it, because those things hold really good resale. You get a good deal on one up front, and you can ride it around, bomb around in a parking lot, get your technique down a little bit, and then after you've done that, sell the sucker off. You won't lose hardly any money. Sometimes if you play your cards right, you might even make a little bit of money. But do it that way first. That's the number one way to learn how to get on a motorcycle for the first time. Before we get going too far, I gotta pick myself up some prime rivets on sale. And also, I better be looking for some coconut milk for my Great Paleo diet. Alright guys, so let's talk about the next reason why maybe you wouldn't want to go for a small bike right away. You know, trying to do the new and used. I still think it's the best idea, but let's just say you live somewhere like me. And here's what I'm going to explain to you. Out here, it's not the same as in England or Scotland or anything like that, where you've got nice back scenic roads that are twistier than heck. Here, let's just say it's really straight. Like really straight. Most of the guys out here, they ride Harley Davidsons and bigger bore bikes because they're on a highway all the time. A highway, by the way, that a lot of the time is not going to, let me move this over here for you so you get better light. A highway that is as straight as an arrow, like literally doesn't curve in 100 kilometers. You're driving a lot like that. So a lot of times I almost want to recommend, because there are some great bikes out here, like take for example the Z650. It's got a mild power plant. It can get you into trouble, don't get me wrong guys. I'm not calling it a starter bike, because it can get you in trouble in a hurry because it's got plenty of power. But the truth is that 90%, 99%, like if I can flat foot a that's what's on my mind. If I can flat foot a Z650, so can 99% of people in the world. I'm only 5'8", I've got a 30-inch inseam, and this bike is a really nice bike for, and so are a lot of the other 650s on the market. They're and the Honda 500s for that matter. I'm just going by what we have in Canada here. But those bikes are nice intermediate bikes that if you're not going to take my advice, pick up one of those new or used and you'll be able to get going. One thing I gotta say, if you're learning how to ride, please, if you've never touched it before, stay off the streets until you have the basics down. And then always ride with somebody that helps you out a little bit for the first little while. Okay? So here's my advice. I'm going to break it down for you in finality. If you start out no experience whatsoever, please get a driving school. Get a small bike after you attend the driving school. Take everything slow. Parking lots first, then streets, and then highways. And the reason I say it in that order is because although it's more dangerous in town, learning how to ride and everything, you're not at the same speeds. If you get out on the highway and you freeze and you lock up and you don't know what to do, chances are your life's over. So try your best to do it in that order. Start out with the parking lot, move out to the streets, non-busy streets, not down the middle of Main Street. Just start on the slow little roads. And then after that, maybe take a few little highway jaunts out on some, 50 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour roads, and then get going that way. That way, I just want to see everybody be safe. So guys, I'm still in waiting mode till I can get out and get some riding footage here for you. As you can tell, it's going to be soon because the snow's just about melted, but we're below zero here for another couple of weeks, so not right away. So if you like what you see, guys, remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell button below so you get notified when I come out with a video. Hopefully it'll be better than I think October was the last time I did any real content on this channel. But hopefully we're back soon. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.